What if I told you that the ground beneath your feet, yes, the very soil that grows your food, sustains forests, and literally keeps life alive, is disappearing at an alarming speed? And not in some distant future. Scientists warn that in just 60 years, our world could run out of usable topsoil. Picture this: deserts replacing farmland, empty supermarket shelves, and a planet where food security is a luxury no one can afford. Terrifying, right? Enter Sadhguru, a mystic with the mind of a strategist, who decided to turn this crisis into the most ambitious environmental campaign of our lifetime. Not a protest, not a speech. A global, boots-on-the-ground, history-making movement called Save Soil. And today, we're diving deep into how far this audacious mission has gone, and the staggering investments that made it possible. Part 1. The billion-dollar crisis no one talks about. Here's the uncomfortable truth. 52% of agricultural soil worldwide is already degraded. Every second, we lose an area of fertile soil the size of a football field. By 2050, if we do nothing, food production could drop by 40%, while the global population hits nearly 10 billion. More people, less food, bigger problems. And here's the kicker: the world barely noticed. Climate change? Sure. Pollution? Definitely. But soil, that wasn't flashy enough for headlines. Until Sadhguru made it impossible to ignore. Part 2. The Spark of Save Soil. Back in 2021, Sadhguru, the Indian yogi who fills stadiums with talks on mindfulness and inner engineering, realized if we don't fix the soil, nothing else we do will matter. So he did something audacious. He launched Save Soil, a global movement aimed at restoring 3 to 6% organic content in agricultural soils worldwide. But how do you make soil glamorous? How do you make the world stop scrolling and pay attention? Here's how. The $50 million 30,000-kilometer ride. In March 2022, at 65 years old, Sadhguru hopped on a motorcycle. Not for leisure, not for a weekend getaway. For 30,000 kilometers across 27 countries in 100 days. London to southern India, meeting world leaders, celebrities, farmers, and influencers along the way. Imagine the logistics: visas, security, high-profile events, media coverage, all part of a multi-million-dollar operation. Experts estimate the total investment to be around $50 million, covering travel and logistics, luxury accommodations, fleet management, international coordination. Event production, global rallies, UN meetings, VIP security, stage setups. Media and outreach, professional video teams, influencer partnerships, and digital campaigns reaching billions. Operations, administrative staff, policy experts, and global offices. This was a strategically executed global movement designed to dominate attention and deliver results. And it worked. Social media exploded. Crowds flocked to rallies. Hashtags trended. Suddenly, soil was cool and urgent. Part 4. Global support rolls in. The movement didn't just go viral, it went diplomatic. UN agencies like UNCCD backed the mission. Scientists validated Sadhguru's solutions. Leaders from 70-plus countries pledged support for soil-friendly policies. Celebrities and influencers, from Hollywood to football stars, amplified the message. Save Soil became one of those rare movements that transcends politics, borders, and cultures. Part 5. Billionaire-level importance of soil. Here's the luxury angle. Healthy soil is the ultimate asset. Not stocks, not yachts, not real estate. Soil holds 3 times more carbon than the atmosphere, fighting climate change. Acts as a natural water reservoir, preventing droughts and floods. Produces real nutritious food, not hollow calories, for billions of people. Fix soil and you fix food security, climate and biodiversity, all at once. This is why experts call it the mother issue. Part 6. From awareness to action. Numbers don't lie. 3.9 billion people reached globally through media and campaigns. 81 nations pledged support, drafting new soil policies. Countries like UAE, Saudi Arabia, and India launched initiatives inspired by Save Soil. Millions of farmers adopted regenerative practices, cover crops, organic manure, agroforestry. Even corporations, schools, and communities are jumping on board. Luxury brands, high-profile investors, and foundations have contributed to amplify impact. Part 7. Challenges of a global empire. This isn't a fairy tale. Restoring soil is massive. Governments move slowly. Farmers need financial incentives. Corporations calculate profits. And the scale is enormous. Soil restoration is generational, not seasonal. Yet, the fact that this conversation is now global is already a victory. Part 8. The human touch. For Sadhguru, this isn't just numbers. It's personal. He grew up in forests, surrounded by nature. Soil wasn't abstract, it was life itself. If we don't act now, we will hand over a dead planet to the next generation. Millions felt that urgency, not just intellectually, but emotionally. Part 9. The movement today. World's largest people's movement for soil. Governments collaborating with Sadhguru's team for policy. Millions of farmers trained in regenerative agriculture. And most importantly, soil is no longer invisible. It's central to the global conversation. Part 10. Legacy of Save Soil. Movements fade. Hashtags die. But Save Soil planted a paradigm shift. Sustainability isn't abstract. It's what's on your plate, in your glass, and in the world your children inherit. We are not protecting the soil. The soil is protecting us. Sadhguru, one man on a motorcycle, turned a $50 million vision into a worldwide movement. Will corporations, governments, and individuals rise to the challenge? If not, there's no plan B. If yes, centuries from now, people will say that was the generation that saved the soil, and in doing so, saved the world. If you loved this peek behind one of the most audacious global movements, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Can movements like Save Soil actually change the world? Or is this just a billionaire fantasy? Until next time, stay curious, stay conscious, and remember, the ground beneath you might just be the most valuable asset on Earth.